Hello, I'm Sarah Jack and I'm a therapist in lockdown in Dorset. And this is our introductory video in a series of 12 videos to help couples have some support during quarantine, during lockdown. At the end of these videos, you'll find the 12 titles to the videos, 3 readable books that we can recommend, and the links and the information. And you might be finding yourself in a relationship right now that's argumentative, or maybe your partner is incredibly flat and unmotivated, and next door you hear the sounds of happy laughter with DIY superheroes, wonderful baking, and fun happening to the Joe Wicks videos every morning. And that's just not what's happening in your family. We're hoping that these videos can really help you feel a sense of compassion with yourself and compassion with your partner, to have patience for a little longer, that your relationship is just not going to be at its best at the moment, and maybe gain some insight into patterns that take place between the two of you. And now I'm going to hand you over to Annie, who is going to tell you a little bit about attachment theory, which is core to our understanding as therapists. This is Annie Power.
Hi, I think this is the bit where I give the mini introduction to attachment theory. Second video is going to give a mini introduction, but not as small as the one I'm going to give now. So the second video is going to be all about attachment theory and how it works in relationships. And after that, the videos are going to be themed around Corona, because I'm not sure whether Sarah said that, but the thing we want to help with is the impact of coronavirus. We think attachment theory, which is the basis on which we trained nearly 30 years ago, is a great theory for everyday life, and it's a great theory for a crisis as well. Attachment theory was evolved by John Bowlby, a British psychoanalyst, in the middle of the 20th century, along with many researchers who helped him. And it's a theory that explains how from our earliest months we develop a way of coping according to the style of caregiving that our parents or our carers offer us. The reason we think it's such a great theory is it's so sort of user-friendly that when we describe it, I hope you'll recognize yourself and find it useful in that respect. Most of us fall into one of two camps. We tend to soothe ourselves either by minimizing our distress and difficult feelings and kind of taking them away and managing them ourselves, or we try and manage them by amplifying them and trying to get help and taking them to someone else and getting their attention. And when we're really troubled and things escalate with our partner, with a family member, those methods of coping and soothing can become problematic. And broadly, the first one I described is called an avoidant pattern, and the second one is called a preoccupied pattern. So this is what we'll be saying a lot more about in future episodes. We hope that these videos will be relevant to individuals, but especially couples, really. We think a lot of this will speak, we hope, to couples from different cultural or different, whatever, we hope, whatever your background, and also whether you're a heterosexual or same-sex couple, that this will be relevant. Attachment theory has very wide application around the world. It's found to be a useful way of understanding human interactions. We do want to give a kind of health warning. And if people are in very troubled relationships, on each video, we'll give below a helpline and a link, a telephone number and a link for a domestic violence helpline. So please, if you're in trouble, use that. Sarah and I would not like you to think that we're talking about our clients. We absolutely aren't. We will sometimes invent very basic examples of people's experience or how couples experience conflict, but we are never talking about our clients. We will also put below each video links for where you can find a therapist if you'd like to find one. And at the moment, a lot of therapists are working online, so you can find a therapist. We're busy in our practice, can't recommend ourselves as therapists. We'll give the links to organizations where you could access a therapist. And this video has been partly admin, but the future ones are going to be zero admin and just us having a conversation about how attachment theory can make sense in everyday life. Thank you. All develop coping mechanisms, and when we describe these, we hope you might recognize yourself